Hey everyone, good afternoon. Hope all is well. I'm Dave Butch from JKP Holdings. Alongside me is Nathan Turner. How are you, man?
Very good, very good.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Hopefully everyone's holiday weekend getting excitingly fun, and hope you have some good plans and spending time with family.
Lots of good stuff happening this weekend.
Before we jump into all the excitement that we got going on today, which is a big event for those who are jumping in, we appreciate it. This will be recorded. It'll be on our podcast, be on YouTube, be on Facebook. We're streaming live on LinkedIn as well as Facebook Live. So, Mr. Nathan, how you been?
Not at all busy. Not at all, things going on. Nothing like that. Everything's been just like super cool, boring.
Yeah. So
No,
for those who
we
are not
are
aware, Nathan and I will be seeing each other for the first time in a while live. And I encourage all those who are watching us and tuning in to please join us in Nashville. So tell us a little bit more about the conference we got coming up that we're being excited for a few months about.
Yeah, I am so pumped about this whole conference thing. So we are 1 week out today, 7 days from today. We will be doing DME live in Nashville. We will have already, by this point next week, we have already had our axe throwing championship tournament. We'll see who is the champion axe thrower in the note world. And you will hold on to that title for at least a year until next time that we do that again. We've got so much good stuff, so many good speakers and such great content. I'm really excited for that. Just looking forward to hearing from everybody and seeing what they've got to say. Some people that I've never heard speak before. And new information for me, and so I'm really excited to get to be a part of that.
Yeah,
it's going to be so much fun on top of great learning.
We've been going to conferences for a long time, and for a little bit it kind of getting stale because we just wanted that new information. We've heard some of the speakers speak 100 times, and every time is great content. This time is a lot different, I feel, because what we're finding out is that we have a lot of note buyers who want assets. And we have a lot of note originators who are probably tuning in today who are excited about, hey, wait, I can cash out my deal and these note buyers are not buying it. And what Nathan's doing is kind of marrying the two. I'm sure a lot of people who watch it regularly, we do this every 2 weeks, have heard us say, but the marriage is awesome. It's just the fact we got to communicate better.
We can do a ton of business together. I'm really excited about meeting some of these seller finance people and just getting to know them, because you can meet online, you can do a Zoom meeting, you can do all that stuff. That's all great, but there's no substitute for in-person, shaking hands, looking them in the eye, dinner together, whatever it is.
We encourage you guys out there, if you are a note originator or note buyer, I put in the Facebook chat, I can put in LinkedIn if you guys need it too. I'm managing multiple screens, so if I look distracted, I apologize. We're just managing all the comments coming through. So what we've developed or talked about last 4 or 5 months now is we've been talking to a lot of the big time note originators. Some of those people are probably tribe members of those people tuning in right now with us. We're following the Nicks and the Marks and the Bryans and everything else, and Dan's out there who are running very large Facebook and social media groups, talk about subject to wrap notes, seller finance, and learning that aspect. What we're doing now is saying, hey, we'd like to buy your notes as soon as you create them or a few months after, and we'll cash you out and you can redo that and do what you do well over and over again. It's awesome.
And the more correctly they're written, the sooner we can buy them and the more money we can pay.
And what we're talking today is the fact that if they're not written correctly at all, we're never going to buy the notes. And we would hope that you would correct it, because you can get into legal as well as morality, as well as business issues. You can lose all your assets if you don't do it right. So we want to make sure that what we know is correct. And what we're going to talk about at the conference as well today is, what does that look like, right? So if we talk about performing, and someone mentioned a comment about performing, we're talking about performing and non-performing notes. We'll buy. So for those who are new to our channel or our lives, me and Nathan have been buying notes since 2010. I think Nathan was before I was. We bought non-performing notes for 10 years. So non-performing notes is what we knew. We're kind of vague on the performing side because there wasn't many back then. So yes, we buy performing and non-performing notes on a regular basis nationwide.
Yeah.
But the conference is gonna have a bunch of us there. So we encourage you guys, if you can, we're a week away, go online. I put my link in there, just so you can get some tickets for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. And use Dave's link and you get $100 off. Come and join us. Axe throwing, there's still room. It's limited, but there's still a little bit of room there. So make sure you register for that. Space is limited in the venue. So that's the limiting factor there. It's just that they don't have room for everybody. So make sure you register and get there.
And a lot of you guys will see, if you're following all the tribe groups, you're gonna see a lot of the people you follow and watch regularly on the channels speaking on stage. So you're gonna be able to handshake a lot of people that you really enjoy being around.
Yeah.
So, well, today is a really big day for me. I felt that, and Nathan, to bring on someone that I respect tremendously, who's been around this space longer than I think the two of us together combined. And feeling the fact that I'm gonna hit a button here to start bringing them in here. Mr. Jeff Watson is someone we respect tremendously. He's someone that can speak the topic. You can feel comfortable around him. He's been doing it for so long. He's comfortable talking to anyone about anything. It's awesome, right? So we are really excited about Jeff Watson to join us. Jeff, welcome.
Just a wealth of knowledge. Here he comes.
It is fun to be here with y'all. It really is. I'm just looking to see how well the stain on my t-shirt shows up. It's there. Hey folks, if you're wondering, I'm real. I am not a stuffed shirt. I am just an average, ordinary guy. Okay. So yeah.
So Jeff, we usually ask people when they get on here, how'd you begin? How'd you get started with this thing?
It's a story.
How did I get started? How did I get started as an investor? How did I fall in love with notes?
Yeah.
Which one do you want?
Were you a landlord before? Were you a plumber? What were you?
Okay. So back in undergrad, I was an undergrad working on a degree in biblical studies, knowing I was going to go to law school. And I was heavily influenced by my favorite uncle on my mom's side of the family. He had never gotten past the 8th grade. He had a little bit of a speech impairment, dyslexic. Today we would label him special needs and so on, but brilliant man, alive and well to this day. He and his wife, my favorite aunt and uncle, they had made their first couple million in residential real estate as landlords in Southern California. And then they had moved to Dhahran, Saudi Arabia, because he was a brilliant air conditioning refrigeration man. And he heavily recruited to go over there and run the huge chillers and freezers that they needed there in Saudi Arabia. And he just one day sat down and just shared what was going on. And it was 1983, 1984. And he had to write a check to the IRS for $37,000. And he was on a campaign to get his money back. And I listened intently to what he had to say. And at the same time that he's talking about it, my stepdad, the man that my mom was married to all my formative life, he made the company. Says 37,000. That's how much I made last year. And this is 1983. So okay. So I had a quick moment of which guy do I want to listen to? The uncle that never got past the 8th grade, that has a little bit of a stutter, but is obviously pretty successful as an investor, or do I want to listen to somebody else? Well, I chose to listen to my uncle. And it started with understanding how taxes impact investing. That's where I got started. And it just kind of sat there, just quiet, until I got out of law school, had a decent job, had some income. And then we bought our first house. And it was an up and down duplex in Cleveland, Ohio on the west side. Still own that house to this day. And started to add other houses to the portfolio, realized that I needed to get some education. I could not do this all by myself. Being a one-man band, being a lawyer, it was just a bad idea. So I started getting some education, and I sampled from lots of different troughs, lots of different funnels, And I found the ones that really work and the ones that really don't. And, so fast forward, I'm doing this from, bought my first property in 94. Okay. So 10 years later,
Mhm.
I'm sitting in an event in Nashville, Tennessee, and my then spouse elbows me in the ribs saying, "Hey, go buy this course on short sales. That's something I think we can do together."